Hey everyone, my name is Alina. I am here at the amazing, beautiful Upaya Retreat Center, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the Get Your Shit Together retreat. I'm so lucky and grateful to have been able to go to the last one last month in January. It's only been 3 weeks and I have already seen immense change. My parents tell me almost every day how much I've changed for the better. I am manifesting my dream life. I'm becoming the person who I've always wanted to be but always been too scared to or put excuses. It's amazing, to say the least. It is amazing. It is the one thing that if I could share with everyone, I would share this. It was hosted by the amazing Amy Joy. She is my beautiful friend and mentor, and I am so immensely grateful for her, for teaching me all of this, for giving me all the tools, the new tools in my toolbox. Creed is all about oneness and growth, personal growth, spiritual growth, and about manifesting the life that you want, becoming the person you want to be. So yeah, this is something that is interesting to you. It is here at Upaya. There's amazing food. 7 people who were complete strangers and turned them into a family who adores each other in 6 days. Amazing. I talk to those people every day. I have so much love for them because we grew together and we learned together. So if this is something that you would like to do, if this is something that's calling you, please go. It will change your life. I know it has changed mine, and everyone who came has changed forever.
Are you ready to get your shit together? Isn't that what we are all truly trying to do? In this fun, life hack full show, we will learn together how to navigate this roller coaster called life. We, as glorious messy humans, can sit in the proverbial third car, grumpy and bored, or in the front of the roller coaster having the time of our lives. What do you choose? In this show, you can expect meaningful content and practical takeaway tools to make life easier and exceptionally more joyful. There will be epic guests who already love their lives, allowing them to share their get your shit together tips and words of wisdom. Life is too long and too short to not love your life. Welcome to Get Your Shit Together live with Amy Joy. Hello and welcome to Get Your Shit Together live with Amy Joy, and I'm your host, Amy Joy. Happy Thursday. Welcome, and congratulations on your abundance. I want you to take a look around right now and notice, truly notice how abundant you truly are. We're programmed to think that we're lacking, but it's simply not true. We have so much abundance. Right now, you're looking at a phone or a TV. That's amazing. There are people in the world that don't have those things. You probably have a roof over your head. Right now, I have air conditioning running because it's still hot here. Yay for air conditioning or heaters if you're somewhere cold. So much abundance. You have the money to pay those bills. Yay. So congratulations. Congratulations on your abundance. I am super excited to have Rasti here all the way from Slovenia. Woo! He's an amazing human being. He's got a massive heart and he's doing really great things in the world. And today we're going to talk about how to be a joyful human being living their full potential. Super excited to learn more from him and to pick his brain. And remember to stay tuned to the end for mantra magic and meditation moment. It's always a life hack full show. Thank you. Thank you for spending your very precious time with us today. All right, so we have a guest for our Change Your State Elevate. All right, this is the part of the show where we just take 2-3 minutes to change our vibration, to change how we feel, from crappy to happy or happy to happier. And Rasti is going to do that for us today. Put your hands together for Rasti. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to introduce you properly in a few minutes, but Rasti, how do we change our state? What are your tips for us today?
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you, Joy, for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Well, if I want to get in a balanced state as quickly as possible, I do it like that. It's let's do a breathing exercise. And first we'll have the 3 fingers which are locked, and 2 fingers where we will move them. So just inhale through both nostrils and exhale through the left nostril, and inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. See how I lock the nostril with the finger? Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. And let's do one more cycle. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Okay, I feel balanced.
Thank you. What is that called?
It's called Nadi Shodhana, or some call it Nadi Shuddhi, and it's a yogic exercise, and it's also a good help if we want to get rid of our addictions. So at the moment, if I want to light a cigarette, I don't do it. I just breathe in, exhale through the left nostril, inhale through the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. So it needs to be a closed circle which starts with an exhale through the left nostril, and then it goes to the up again and down to the right and back, and always we end with the left nostril, with the one which we started with. And it's also a very good tool for addictions, or if I want to go for a smoke or a drink or something sweet, or do something I don't want to do, then I just repeat that every time an urge arises, and yeah, it works.
Amazing. I didn't hear it to be able to help with that. And what a beautiful tool, because there are so many things pulling for our attention in the name of addiction, right?
Exactly.
So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it is now time to get our shit together. So excited and grateful to have Rasti with us today. Rasti is a dynamic event organizer and spiritual enthusiast from Slovenia. He is renowned for organizing large, vibrant events that blend music, dance, and spirituality, creating spaces for joy, and personal expression without the influence of alcohol or drugs. His passion for music and dance led him to create Muzika Organika, a series of boutique events that emphasize heartful, organic music and safe, heart-opening experiences. These events often feature cacao ceremonies, which Rasti believes enhance emotional and spiritual well-being. Rasti's events are a testament to his vision of creating a loving and conscious world. Yay! Where people can connect deeply with themselves and others. He continues to explore new ways to bring joy and transformation to his community, both locally and internationally. In his personal life, Rasti cherishes time with his wife Tina and daughter Chiara and finds fulfillment in creating and exploring the mysteries of life. Put your hands together again for Rasti. So excited to have you. And I got to meet Rasti. We met each other in Slovenia. I was just visiting there, my dear friend Anya and my goddaughter Noelle. And we had the blessed event of sitting on the yoga floor and just getting to know each other for a few minutes. And Rasti, I want you to know, I love your heart. I love how you be in the world, even the little I saw and felt of you. So grateful
Thank you
for
so much.
who you are. Thank you. So today we're going to talk about how to become balanced, joyful human beings living our full potential. And what made you pick that topic for today?
I think that is the only worthwhile thing in my life.
Yeah.
Because we got so little time in our lives, because the life just runs and the time runs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important to know how we would like to spend our life. And what is better than a joyful life where we are balanced and when we touch other people so they can have a beautiful life.
Absolutely. And this is why I do what I do here on the show. And I'm all about joy. There's so much joy available to us, and we're not raised to see that, I think, for the most part. And I love that you're raising your daughter Chiara that way, seeing the joy in her little spirit in the few minutes that I got to see her, and knowing, her and Noelle and the time that they're spending together there, and the joy that you're expressing into the world. So what does joy mean to you? What is that?
That's a good question. Everybody should ask themselves this question. Then life would be much simpler right away. For me, joy is that I am balanced, that I got my emotions balanced, that my mind is not running a havoc or running crazy, and that I do things that I love. I love to spend time with my family, and I love to create certain spaces where I enjoy the spaces. And that's why I stopped preaching and teaching and talking so much, and I started making experiences for other people. I call them traps, because when you enter this field of joy, I'm sure you take some of this with you, and then you start to discover what is joy for you. Because my joy are the events. I wasn't joyful when I was teaching people, because I saw that they don't transform themselves in the way I would like them to. And this is just the space when I am joyful and other people feel I am joyful, then they start observing me and they start seeing behind my words, how is he conducting his life? Probably some people ask themselves, and that is the true question: how would I like to conduct my life so I could be joyful? And for me, is spending time with family, doing beautiful, heartful events where people can grow, and where I can enjoy and dance my ass off.
Amazing, amazing. My one of my mentors taught me this. He says, follow the bliss. And when I first heard that in the space that I was at, I was like, what? Like what does that even mean? And I would say I was more or less taught to think that that was selfish.
Mm.
You know what I mean? To follow my bliss is selfish. And I've reprogrammed that. That is not true. That is
Mm.
not true. We have this life. It's really for a small blip of time, and at least this go around, and our bliss. So, what is your bliss? Everyone, take a deep breath in right now, wherever you are. Take a deep breath in down into the bottom of your lungs and ask yourself, what is my bliss? What is my joy? What brings me joy? And if you don't know, it's okay, but keep asking the question and keep exploring, and then do that. Do that thing over and over and find what else brings you joy. So, Rusty, how did you get started in moving out of business and into being what you call a mystic?
Mm.
Number one, what is a mystic? And two, how did you go from where you were to this now?
Well, I find the best word that could describe my life a mystic, because life is magic. We cannot describe what life is. Life is love. Life is God. And yeah, a mystic is someone who just explores this life, what it is, or tries to find the life from within. Because I don't experience anything from the outside. I always react from the inside. So the real me is the inside, and the mystic in me is working the inside. Yeah. So this is the question about the mystic, and how I came to this is, when I was 21 or 22, I got a disease called ulcerative colitis on my
Mm,
intestines. And at that moment, I thought, I'm such a good person. Why is it happening to me?
mm,
But then in the next years, I found out that the good person is just an illusion,
mm.
and that I was the one who was pleasing everyone, and I didn't actually know who I was. I was just trying to be a good person, and I suppose that's why I got ill, because I was stuffing all my emotions into my intestines.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was in my life, I was taught how to work out the material world. So I'm quite comfortable in the material world, because I learned how to handle the material world. But nobody taught me how to handle my own emotions.
Mm,
Okay, some people told me, or I supposed I knew what were the emotions, but I never. Now nobody was talking with me about the feelings. It's a feeling, and from the feeling is that makes the emotions arise. And that's when when I had a hard time in my life with all the diseases and a lot of hospitalizations, and
mm,
more pain that I would like to repeat. And I learned so much. And from the business side, I saw that you can be friendly million times, then you make a mistake, or not even a mistake, and then you just get crushed. So I thought it's not worth it anymore, and I went into this deep exploration of myself through yoga and shamanism, and hundreds of healings and healers, and ways of trying to find myself, or
mhm,
what actually caused my disease. Because at the end, I got to know that I'm the reason. My actions are the reason of the consequences I see in my life.
Yes.
So then I started to reflect, and then the mystic was born.
Amazing. So what did you come up with? What emotion was causing that sickness?
Um, it was mostly it was perfectionism. I was associating myself with the product, with
Mm-hmm.
what people were thinking about me, and I was a pleaser. I needed perfection. I still use it in a good way, because I'm
Yeah.
still the perfectionist, but I work with it in other ways. I use my perfectionism for making a beautiful spirit at the festival, or making a program that flows from one artist to another artist to a workshop. So I can be a perfectionist, but it doesn't guide my life. I use it. It doesn't use me anymore. And it
Nice.
was a lot of anger because of that,
There.
because I never could express myself.
Yep.
So there are many root causes, which at the end, if we dig very, very, very deeply, then it's a fear of for my own existence.
There it
And to
is. Fear.
Yeah,
Exactly. The core of it is fear. I mean, you
it's
can
always there. Yeah.
well, I find in the work that I do with coaching and then the trauma release work is so much of it is fear,
Mm.
guilt, shame, and anger. Uh,
Mm.
those are the main ones. So just to for anyone watching who's not sure, what do you mean he got sick in his belly because of emotions? If this is new to you, I remember when it was new to me, because we're raised to think that these things just show up, and then we go to the pharmacy and we take medicine. But what we don't realize, in my humble opinion, based on what I've seen and experienced in myself and so many, is there is an emotional reason why for most everything that we have sickness in our body. When there's sickness in our body, it is most likely has an emotional root cause, unless there was an accident or something like that, right? And so if you have sickness in your body at all, suffering at all in your body, I want you to just take a deep breath again right now and just find out where that is, feel that, and ask yourself, what emotion is it? What is causing this? Where I woke up to that is I had plantar fasciitis, and a girlfriend said, "What emotional reason caused that?" And I was like, "What?" It just it just showed up. I don't know. So I looked it up, and sure enough, it says you're too many people leaning on you. You're taking on too much. You're taking on the world. And so I had pain in my foot, and guess what was happening in my life? I had just adopted a 16-year-old troubled child. I had adopted two needy dogs. I moved my parents to Cabo. I had just been building a house for 8 years. I had a new business. All of this was happening all in this
Mm.
moment, and I'm like, oh. And as soon as I had that realization and started delegating, asking for help, plantar fasciitis went away. I didn't take anything. I didn't have to do anything else. I understood what was going on and I did something about it. And then the body can heal. So we're all healers. We can heal ourselves in so many ways. And there's other great people out there in the world that have been doing this who can also help you. So where can you relate to this, Rusty? More than just your bowel thing.
Well, it's an interesting word, disease.
Dis-ease, right?
It just means that we are not at ease.
Exactly.
And for me, what comes up now is, how can I be at ease,
Mm.
and who I need to be at ease with. And that's a very important question, because if you say something that I don't like, um, I can react in two ways. If I react or I don't react. So I don't feel pain if you say something, then I don't have a problem with it. If I react, if you say, Rasti, you didn't do this like I expected you to, and if I react, then it means that you were just pushing a button. It isn't about you. It's about the button in me which you pressed. And
Yes.
then I can look at myself and say, why did that bother me? Don't I think about myself that I'm good enough?
Mm.
So it's easy to, if you have the focus in the moment, which is sometimes hard,
Yep.
that you can look at the inside. Where does it trigger me? Is it here? Is it here? Or is it at my bowel? Where
Mhm.
do I get stuck? And I feel that there is a solution, not the solution in the mind. Yeah, in the mind we can think about it, we can analyze it, we can come to a certain point where we could make a difference. But then, well, from what I see, the difference comes from the observing of the feeling in the body. Where does it arise, and how do I make it okay? And sometimes it's okay, I just touch myself, it's okay. And it's interesting, just in the past couple of days I was waking up with a feeling inside. You know this feeling, do you have any time you had a tension here in this part? Well, last couple of days, I wake up with so much gratitude in this
Mm.
part, and it's like some other being would be nesting inside, which sometimes it's tense,
Mm.
and lately it's feeling so good. And let's say it's my heart center, so I feel my heart is very good in the last couple of days. And, and
Amazing.
and this is the feeling I was talking about. It's about the feeling, about my action or my reaction.
And our feelings are created through what we're thinking, right? If we're telling ourselves and we're being grateful, then the mind goes, okay, create the chemicals for gratitude,
Mm,
right?
mm,
If we don't just wake up angry, we don't just become angry. We've been thinking thoughts that have created the anger, right? So this is what we do here so much is it's about awareness. We have to wake up first. We have to go ask these glorious, amazing questions. What's triggered me? Why am I being triggered? What belief do I have that's making me think this? Is it true? Right? We tell ourselves
mm,
lies constantly. So when we can tell ourselves the truth, but we have to first be aware of the bullshit.
mm.
Right?
I- If I can interrupt you,
Of course.
I had a teacher who told me, just observe your thoughts.
Exactly.
And when thoughts started to be irrational, I was thinking about something that isn't aligned with my goals, with what I am right now. Then
Mhm.
I came to observe it, and it just fell down. So it naturally falls down. Just we need to be focused on what we are thinking,
Yeah.
so we can release it. So we don't go into the rabbit hole, and in another rabbit hole we catch ourselves at the moment, and we see how we are feeling, what we are thinking, and we don't need to do anything. It's just observing of that. And when we can observe the nonsense which is going on here, it will get less nonsense and less nonsense, unless we have a great expectations. Because I also had a time in my life where I was doing practically 5 hours a day, like yoga meditation, plus 5 hours of the shamanism and everything. And then I had huge expectations of some results. And actually the expectations cause a lot of many troubles. So
Suffering.
exactly. And the spiritual expectations are even harder. Like the
Mm,
spiritual ego is a hard one to beat, you know.
very real, very real.
So
Yeah,
just when I notice I got expectations of something, then I also just drop it, because it's not me. The expectations isn't me. It's a programmed something that just came along.
exactly. This I keep doing this because this is my sign, my high five to myself when I wake up, when I become aware. I give myself a high five, even if I realize I'm suffering. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, high five. I just
Mm,
became aware that I'm angry, because
mm,
the other program is oh, I'm angry. I shouldn't be angry, right? No, we are glorious, messy humans. We are going to have all of the emotions. This is the gig here in Earth School, right?
mm,
It's going to happen. The question is how fast do we catch it so
mm,
that we can move back to joy? Because everything is, there's so many things out there that are trying to steal us from our joy. So when we become aware of it, now we have a choice. Until we become aware, it is my belief that we really are just working on the program. This is my zombie. We're basically zombies, just going along on the program of suffering. And suffering is a choice. Suffering is a choice. Joy is a choice. And I want to talk about the word balance, Rusty, because um, what we're talking about today is how to be a balanced, joyful human being living their full potential. So, what does balance mean to you, and how do we achieve that?
we already touched it a little bit before, when I was speaking to you about how you can say something and I react.
Yeah.
So in that moments, I can see how unbalanced I am. It might be either at my job, or my mother or my wife, which are very close ones, can get me out of my balance
Mm-hmm.
on the easiest way. Most of the people can get out of balance in their jobs, or even in a store when waiting in a line. And you just gave a solution just to catch yourself, just how to catch yourself. It's just a practice. If you make it a game,
Yeah.
then it gets kind of funny. And how do I catch myself when being angry? The angry becomes funny, because then I can just laugh at myself. For instance, if if my daughter does something to make me angry, who is the fool? I am the fool, because I got myself angry because a beautiful little child did something that I didn't want to, and I got angry. And yeah, and it's funny. I could just say, don't do this, or please do it the other way, or this is my boundary. And why do I need to get angry? And when I feel I'm getting angry, then it's good just to shut up and maybe do my Nadi Shodhana, and
Right?
it really works. Or do the clapping. But then many people could just go around and clap all the time, you know.
Well, yeah, there's we call it the diamond of freedom here, and you first get aware and then you change your body, you move, right? You got to change,
Mm,
because this is sadness, this is anger. The body has a look, right? And then we ask ourselves what we're grateful for, and then we ask ourselves what are we telling ourselves, and then we replace it with what's true, and then we connect to the divine. And so there's a 5-step process on how to change our
mm,
thinking and our state, because this is our life. How we feel about this moment, today, this week, this month, this year, determines how we feel about our life. and
mm,
um and there's so much joy available. I actually like the word harmonize,
mm,
harmony, over the word balance, because balance, I'm a perfectionist too, by the way. I can totally
mm,
relate. And this idea that there's this perfect balance, I don't know that that's true. I don't think that exists here in Earth School.
It's
So
a very interesting topic. May I add something on it?
please.
Just I was at the shamanic ceremony, and one guy came to me and said, you're talking about balance because I'm also the head of the Institute of the Inner Balance. And he said, no, I know there is no balance. And I said, I know what you mean, but the balance is variable, because life is like this, like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and the balance isn't this line, but the balance is being in balance of anything that is happening, of everything that is happening, of this, all the things that are going up and down.
Yes.
But you can still be in the balance. But of course, I also love the word harmony. And yeah, you asked me before about or we spoke how to get to the balance or how to get to the harmony. So just catching yourself doing yoga, doing meditation, or having a certain sadhana. Sadhana is called, let's say, a spiritual exercise, like doing a bent over or doing some exercises. So we call it a sadhana. And I think this is good because we will be catching ourselves much earlier.
Yes.
And this is just to get to the point where we catch our moments and don't be too hard with ourselves also, because this is just a process. Let's just enjoy the process. And an important question arises. So we have this catching yourself. I call it karma yoga, or I call it tantra, because I can use everything to be conscious. And this is, for me, tantra is about getting yourself into consciousness by anything, by our conversations, by how I react when someone who's in a bad mood enters my field. And this is the one thing, how to be in balance. And the other thing is what I really like or love at my life, because we are not all beachgoers, we are not all lovers of books. So we need to discover what makes us happy, what makes us joyful in our life, and then let's stick to it and give our attention to what we really love to do. Do we love to dance? Do we love to talk? Do we love to make the postcards? Or how do we love to change the life? So I think that is the second step. So the first step is just catching yourself when we are unaware, and the second step is getting to know ourselves, which we rarely do.
It's true. It's true. And it's because of the programming, right? Like, you might not know whether you want to dance, and you don't try because you have a story that says you might look silly, and you have a story that says it matters what other people think. Well, if you change that, if you say it doesn't matter what other people think, what matters is what I think, and I don't yet know whether I like dancing or not, so I'm going to go out there and try it and see if I like it or not. And I'll decide once I try it. Right? But
my way how
what?
Sorry, my way how I do it is I just throw myself into unpleasant situations.
Me too. Absolutely. The more comfortable we can be in the uncomfortable, the better life is. So if I'm scared, okay, now I have to. I went and jumped out of a plane. I was scared of flights. Okay, I guess I have to jump out of a plane then, because I'm not going to be dictated by my fears. What if everybody take a deep breath right now? Take a deep breath and say, if you want to opt in on this, I decide that I will no longer be dictated by my fears. What if that was your new mantra? I will try. I will be uncomfortable. So what? This is Earth School. So what? You're uncomfortable. This is the gig. This is the gig. There's no escaping uncomfortable here. So you might as well dive in and see. Right? And
Mm.
it can be so much fun. There's so much joy available. Say that. There is so much joy available. Matt Kahn, I love him, and he says this: whatever shows up, love that.
Mm.
I say it again: whatever shows up, love that. Love that. Embrace that. See
We
where the gift is.
we don't have a choice anyway, so we might just enjoy it.
Yes, exactly. It's here. It's happening. And I love this word. I say this a lot, and it keeps me neutral, because what happens is we judge everything. We tend to. And so when I see that I'm angry or I'm sad or something's going on, I go, interesting. Everybody say it. Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. Do you hear the neutrality there? I'm not judging it. I'm not making it right or wrong. I'm just like, ooh, interesting. Wow, I'm really angry. What is going on? What am I telling myself? Is it true? Interesting. Oh, there's another story. Huh.
Mm.
Right? Because we have this expectation that it shouldn't be there. What? Of course, this stuff shows up. Right? So,
Mm.
I love that word. Interesting. Interesting. If you're
We
triggered,
actually do it a lot when my wife and me will go out or have a meal or something,
uh-huh.
and probably sometimes when we go out, and then she asks me, "How is the food?" And I said, "Interesting, yeah." And it might it might mean two different things, you know. Okay, it can go this way or it can go that way, but we are still somewhere in the middle. So it's a good word. Thank you.
It's an amazing word. I say it so much. And if you can program yourself to say it in almost every situation, that'll keep you looking at it from a outside perspective. It's like the big bird observing the little bird, what you mentioned, observing. Oh,
Mm.
interesting. Look what's happening. What's going on that I'm triggered? If you're
My
triggered,
car
it's
just broke down. So it's so interesting.
interesting. I wonder what I get to do today to help
Uh,
myself. I wonder who's going to come along and be the hero in my life today that I get to love on and appreciate. I wonder what's going to happen. Interesting.
mm,
Oof. Now what could have been the worst part of your day becomes the best part of your day.
mm.
What? I love it. We have a minute left. Rusty, I want you to tell everybody about your Muzika Organika. If you want to reach out to Rusty, please go to Muzika with a Z, Organika with a K, to reach you. What are you up to with your events? When's your next event, in case there's people that can make it?
So next year we are preparing a big festival in Slovenia, which will be a very heartful event with yoga, with workshops, with energy work, with beautiful musicians, talented, heartful, soulful musicians from everywhere in the world.
Amazing.
And it's going to take place at Magical Lake in Slovenia.
Okay.
That's in the heart of the Europe, and Slovenia has also the word love in its name, so it will be a lot of heartful experiences, and it will be in the mid-August next year. Maybe we'll prepare some concerts or any other events. So just get subscribed at musicaorganica.com and you'll be notified of our beautiful family events.
Amazing. I love you. You're such a beautiful human, such a beautiful soul. Again,
Thank
thank
you so
you for
much.
how you
Thank you for
be
inviting me.
in the world. And I'm going to have you on at the end, Rusty. We're going to talk about your golden nugget. If you were on a mountaintop and you had the whole world's attention, what would you be sharing with the world? We're going to talk to you here at the end. But right now, we are going to do mantra magic. But before we do that, I wanted to let everybody thank you, Rusty. I wanted to let everybody know about Sauna Space. This is what I have here in my house. You know me, I only offer and show you things that I use and love. And this is it here. Hold on one second. Sorry. So that's my office, and I have my sauna there. And right now, Sauna Space is doing 15% off across all of their things. So I wanted to show you this. Here's a little taste. So go to, here's the link for you. I want you to go here. Go to get your saunas.space/get your shit together. And you're going to get a discount there. So it's amazing. It's a life changer. I use mine regularly, and I just wanted you guys to know and have that opportunity as well. If you want to learn more, you can go to a few episodes back on YouTube and watch Sauna Space interview with Brian Richards, the CEO and owner of Sauna Space. All right, it is now time for Mantra Magic. All right, this is the part of the show where we have a mantra for the week. Alina Abadiano and I have worked together for this one for you. And I would love if you guys would give us some ideas on a mantra that you would like us to create a song to. And you can do that at amy@amyjoycoaching.com. Just put in the subject Mantra Magic and write out your mantra. A mantra is a short phrase that you say over and over and over again, which can help reprogram your mind, which is what Rusty and I have been talking about this episode. So here is your mantra for the week.
My aura is magnetic, attracting people, places, conversations, opportunities. My aura is magnetic, attracting people, places, conversations, opportunities. Love flows with me, love throws through me, all for the highest good. My aura is magnetic, attracting people, places, conversations, opportunities. My aura is magnetic, attracting people, places, conversations, opportunities. Make today glorious! Mwah!
That gets stuck in your head. It's so fun. And then you're dancing around the house, calling in beautiful things into your life. So please share your mantras with us. When we pick you, we'll use your name. If you send us a picture, we'll put your picture on the show as a thank you for your contribution. I would love to hear from you and what matters to you. Thank you for singing these mantras. They change your life. Amazing. Okay, it is now time for meditation moment. Grab the kids, the grandkids, everybody in the house. All right. So this is where we take 5 minutes to be present. So I want you to have a seat, however you want to sit, as straight as possible is best. And we're going to listen to beautiful music by Gary Malkin. He's a multi-Emmy winner, composer, and my dear friend. And he's offered this music to us. So take a seat. I'm going to start it here. There we go. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And let any stress from today go. Shake your body, shake your body, shake your body. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. And just notice your breathing. Notice how the air feels entering your nose. How it feels leaving. Right now, you're going to just notice, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling crappy? Are you feeling happy? And say, interesting. Don't make it right or wrong, good or bad. Just notice. Just observe. And breathe. Now I want you to notice what thoughts are entering your mind right now. Are they thoughts of the past? Are they more thoughts of the future? Or are you right here, right now, with me? Again, don't make it right or wrong, good or bad. Just notice. And breathe. And now I want you to visualize a flame flickering right in front of your eyes. Notice the reds, the golds, the yellows, the whites, the orange. And now slowly slide that flame right into the middle of your head. And watch it flicker there. And breathe. And with your hands on your heart, I want you to think of one thing that you are so grateful for. It brings a smile to your face. And hold that thought and hold that emotion of gratitude. And as you're doing that, I'm going to send you an energetic activation. Know that it is sent with so much love. And all you have to do is set the intention to receive it. Take another deep breath in. Slowly flicker your eyes. Come back into the room. Deep breath in. Awesome. All right, we're going to bring Rasti back on. There
Hello.
he is. How was that for you, my friend?
Beautiful. I'm very calm. I hope the audience is also.
Yeah, it's called the Serene Mind Practice. I learned it from my spiritual teachers in India. You can find it on YouTube or come here every week. We do it. It's 5 minutes to bliss. 5 minutes to bliss is my name for it.
And it works.
Right? So, my friend, we have 2 minutes, and I would love to know your nugget, your golden nugget. If you were on a mountaintop and you had the population of the planet at your feet and they were listening and paying attention and you had one thing to share, what would it be?
So the first nugget I already gave you, the little nugget you can use because it's a very, very powerful nugget. this technique. Just remember or look at the video again. And the next one is a game. Let's call it a mind game. Just imagine that actually only you exist. It's nothing else. It's only you, and you. And also Amy Joy and Rasti, it's just you. And play with it, play around with it. And when you are with your friends, imagine that it's just you playing tricks on you. And when you are angry, that you are just trying to anger yourself to get to a certain point when you get that glimpse of, oh, it's just a game. And try to realize the game which we all are in. And yeah, it's just me, and I get this world like this, that it's just me. It's Amy is just within me, and all the pain, all the joy, everything is just within. And with that imagination, I can get to it.
I love it. This is a game. What if we treated life like a game? I love it. It is. And it makes it so much more fun. Thank you, Rusty. I adore you. Go to musicaorganika.com to reach out to Rusty. He would love to have you. Let him know you found him here. And thank you once again for spending your very precious time with us. Remember that together we vibrate higher. And that, my friends, changes the world. We'll see you next time. Besos.
Thank you.
Mwah. Thank you for watching Get Your Shit Together live with Amy Joy. If you'd like to follow us, you can on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Amy Joy Coaching. Appreciate so much your likes, comments, and shares. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please reach out. We'll see you next time.